AJ Barnes, and you are watching another episode of Creative Writing Advice. So today I'm going to be talking to you about how quickly you communicate to your audience what your story is about. Because if your audience feels like they're waiting around for a while trying to figure out what they're supposed to be reading or watching, and they're not really sure what they're doing there, you have a chance you're going to lose them. So you've got to be able to tell your audience quickly why they're there, what they're doing, and why your story is worth their time. And to explain this, I'm going to give you two examples. Because this week I started watching a new television show on Netflix. And I always have one thing going that is just mine, that I just watch on my own, because usually we watch things as a couple or as a family. But I always have one thing on the go that is just for me, that I watch when I'm cooking or doing laundry, things like that, that I'm just watching and it doesn't interfere with anybody else. And I finished this week watching Dead to Me and wanted to pick a new show. So the first show I started watching a show on Netflix called Maniac. I could be missing out on something amazing here, so drop a comment below if I am. If you have watched Maniac and you love it, let me know, because I can always go back into it. However, I did not finish one single episode of Maniac because I didn't know what it was about. I couldn't tell. I didn't know why I was there. I didn't know who I was rooting for. I don't know who the protagonist was. I couldn't tell you a single character name. I didn't know. I didn't know what the story was supposed to be doing. So I dropped out. Then I started watching Schitts Creek. I can tell you within the first 5 minutes of that show, I knew exactly why I was there. I knew what the story was about. I was like, right, okay, so rich family, lost their money, have to move to a small town. Got it. From there, I was like, I can figure the rest of it out as we go along. I can work out the family dynamics, the relationships, the complexities. I'm in for that because I know what the story is about and what I'm supposed to be watching. And that is within the first 5 minutes, I dropped out of one and I stuck to the other. Because I knew why I was there. So that's your job as the writer. If you want to keep people's attention and keep people watching and have them invest in your book or your film or your TV show, your audience has to know why your story matters and what they're doing. Because we're all quite pushed for time. I do not have a lot of time to watch TV on my own. I don't have a lot of time to watch TV with my partner. We tend to have just one thing on the go ourselves. Because we're all busy, we're all rushed, and stories are escapism. Stories are how we entertain ourselves in the small opportunities we get where we're not working or busy or looking after family or interacting with friends or looking after our animals. We all have very, very busy lives, and we want to know what our stories are going to do to take us away from those lives. I wanted a new TV show for a bit of escapism while I'm cooking. Maniac failed to give it to me as quickly as I needed it. Schitts Creek delivered. As I say, if you're a big fan of Maniac, drop a comment below and tell me why. Tell me what I'm missing. But Schitts Creek is massive and has been running for a long time, so I think I'm onto something with that. So what you need to think about to put it into practice for your writing. How do you communicate to your audience exactly why they're there and why they're giving your story their time? Tell your audience who your main characters are. Main character or characters, doesn't matter. Who are they? What is happening in their lives right now? In Maniac, something was going on. I'm not sure. In Schitts Creek, the moment you land in that story, rich family. Oh no, all our stuff is being taken. The investigators are here. We are being moved. Immediately, you know what is happening in those characters' lives. You are told straight away. You can spend time getting to know your characters first, and that's all right. But you have to do it in a way that captures the attention and tells you who they are. If you leave it too much of a mystery, your audience is just going to be like, well, I'm busy, I'm tired. I don't want to do the homework to try and figure out what I'm doing here. Make it clear. Now, there are going to be people who say, but I like the mystery, I like it, and that's fine. You know what? Because we're all different, and I'm a fan of genre stuff rather than literature or poetic or artistic things, because I like my stories to be sharp and snappy and to tell me what I'm doing. And that is the kind of writing I do and the kind of teaching I do. So if you're watching this and thinking, but I enjoy the slow meandering style of where you start to figure out the work, fine. I'm probably not the teacher for you. And that's fine, there are plenty who are. But if you're like me and you want to know what your story is about and what you're doing and why, this is the video for you. This is the series for you. And Schitts Creek, I think, is probably the series you'll enjoy. So get your audience's attention. Tell them who your character is. Tell them why something is happening in their lives right now. Why you're jumping into these people's lives now. If there's no reason you're joining them now, if they're just living, and it might be a fantastical living, it might be a strange world or supernatural or sci-fi, anything. But if they're just living in it and things are going on, but you can't quite latch on to what it is that's happening right now, your audience is going to just give up. Tell them why now. Why those people? Why this point in their lives? And get it in quickly. Because then anything else that's coming, any poeticism, any creativity, any magic, any wonder, anything, you can get to it and you can build to it and you can make it really beautiful and creative and fabulous. And you can make it really interesting and you can get there. But if you've lost your audience and they're not there with you, why are you doing it? You need to have your audience's attention, which means they need to know why they're there and what your story is about. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I am bringing you writing advice videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9:30 in the morning. You can also find on my website, jjbarnes.co.uk, links to my blogs, my books, my film and TV work, everything like that. As I say, I like genre fiction. I like it to have a really clear protagonist and antagonist relationship. I like to know why I'm there, and I like plot, and I like it to move. So that is what you're going to be finding from me. Thank you very much, and I'll be back again soon. Bye.